Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my morning and evening skincare regime. So it's the morning. So these first couple of steps I would normally do in the shower, but obviously wanted to show you guys and didn't want to show you myself in the shower. So we're starting off with cleansing. I use the Zio Exfoliating Cleanser, which is the best one for normal to oily skin. So just getting some damp fingers, pea-sized amount of this, that's plenty. And applying it to dry skin, because when you have the water it kind of foams up anyway in your fingers. So this is actually one of three different cleansers that Zio has. We have the exfoliating cleanser for normal to oily skin. There's a hydrating cleanser, which is more of like a cream based one for normal to dry skins. And then there's the gentle cleanser, which is for all skin types, but especially good for sensitive skins. And if you wear a lot of makeup and you prefer more of a kind of foamy based product, then that's better for you as well. So I'm just going to wash that off with water. Next up, we've got exfoliation. I'm using the Zio Exfoliating Polish. It's quite a gritty exfoliator, but I really like to feel an exfoliation. Can you hear that? Like, it's almost like rubbing sandpaper against your face. It's so satisfying. So especially if you've got any flaky, dry skin, this is brilliant. And I bring it right around my eyes as well. No problem with exfoliating your eyes. No problem with exfoliating your skin at all. I really don't know where this thing has come from that, oh, you can't exfoliate your face regularly. Absolutely you can. Your skincare should always be helping your natural skin cycles. So by exfoliating it, you're helping to take away dead skin and bring fresh new skin through to the surface. It's also going to be removing the dead skin layer, so your other products you apply on top is going to penetrate deeper. So I use this kind of every day to every other day, but really minimum you should be using an exfoliator 2 to 3 times a week. I'm just going to wash that off with water as well. Next up, this is our best selling product in the clinic and is regularly called a game changer from our clients. I certainly couldn't live without these. These are the Complexion Renewal pads and are the toning step essentially to my regime. Again, Zio actually has 3 strengths of these. So this is kind of the middle strength one. It's good for people who just want to brighten the skin, restore the natural pH level, which is what toners do. So I don't know why some people are really scared about acids, but your skin is naturally acidic. So it's restoring that natural pH balance, again, to restore the barrier function of the skin. So to keep the acid mantle, the thing that protects the skin, really nice and intact and strong. But it also, by restoring that natural pH, any products, again, you put on top are going to penetrate deeper. So Zio calls this its getting skin ready stages, because it removes the dirt, the dead skin, the oil, and restores the natural pH balance. So the oil products that you penetrate on top aren't going to have loads of barriers that it's got to try and penetrate through to actually get into your skin. And this is why Zio is a cosmeceutical brand and why it's different to high street products, because we're working within the skin rather than just on top of it to actually make change to it. So rub these all over. You can use these twice a day. I just use it once a day and find it's great to help to keep any spots at bay and just to give my skin a lovely glow. So that's that stage done. Next up we have eyes. So I use the Perk Eye Serum. So this is a morning and night product. It's actually the take home part of a skincare treatment that you can add onto the hydrofacial. So half of this is applied with an exfoliating tip to remove the surface layers of dead skin, and then you get the rest of this to take home, and it's a month's worth of skincare. So leave that to soak in. I really like that one. While that's soaking in as well, I have the Blemish Sos, so you can use this morning and night. These are actually remnants of spots now, so I don't really need doing. I'll put a bit on just so I can show you how to apply. But thank God these are finally drying up and going away. So those are the eye and blemish stages. Next up, Instant Pore Refiner. This is another Zio product, and I wouldn't even say that I have enlarged pores as such, but just in some light, say there's some around here that can look a little bit larger. So I'm using this as more of like a preventative, and this is how you should be applying products. Putting a few drops onto your hand, 1 to 1.5 pumps is fine with ZO, that's plenty. Using it to apply around the face like this so you get an even distribution, and then rubbing in. Because the mistake that most people make is they put it on the hands, go like this, then it's all in your hands, so that's a waste. Or they put it on here, rub it all in here, and then spread it around, so you're not getting an even distribution of product all over your face. Any spare you can rub down onto your neck, onto your chest, absolutely fine to do that as well. Next up, so this is ZO's Hero product. So again, I use about 1.5 pumps to do my face and my neck, distribute it evenly around the face. So if you want a product that's kind of going to do everything, this is it. You can apply it around the eyes as well. So this has a very small amount of retinol in, just a 0.2%. It's got hydrators, antioxidants, Matrixyl 3000, ceramides, like everything you need for just normal cell function. So this would replace like a moisturizer. It hydrates your skin from within, but again, like you don't even feel like you have anything in your face. It soaks in so beautifully. So that's the Daily Power Defense. And last but certainly not least is the Helio Care. This is my SPF 50. So I use the gel oil free. It's got a very slight tint to it. It will actually blend to any skin tone. So it's not going to leave any kind of residue on the face. Again, it soaks in beautifully so it doesn't feel like you've got anything left on your skin. Obviously, SPF every day is extremely important to prevent premature aging. So that's going to protect you from UVA, UVB, and HEV light. So HEV light is high energy visible light and is emitted from things like your laptop screens, your phones. So even when you're inside all day, you do need to be protecting your skin. So the best anti-aging tip I can give anyone is to use a sunscreen every single day, even when you're at home, even in winter. And that's it. I am done for the day, ready to get on. Because, it's winter, I don't need to reapply my SPF. If it was summer, I would probably be applying it 2-3 times a day. But that's it, all done. So now it's time for the nighttime routine. And just like I do in the morning, I use the Exfoliating Cleanser. Again, pea-sized amount of that is fine. I always get people ask if you can use this to remove makeup. And yeah, absolutely you can. There's no problem with it at all. You just need to be a bit careful. Like if you have a lot of eye makeup on, it can be a little bit hard with the balls and they can sometimes get in your eyes a bit. So you can use something like micellar water just to remove any excess makeup. And then go over and do the cleansing. But once again, making sure you do a good 20 to 30 seconds of this. Like I joked, do the stupid singing happy birthday twice thing again. We're kind of all so used to that. But I really like this one because, you just feel so clean after it. It's certainly nice for my kind of more normal to dry skin anyway. So once a week in the evening, I do a mask, which I'm not going to do tonight. So I opt between either the enzymatic peel. So this is really nice to give my skin a really nice glow. If not that anyone's going out at the moment, but if you're going out, this is a really nice one to do. If you do have something on that you want your skin to be really nice and glowing for, between hydrofacials, between peels. And then the complexion clearing mask is generally my favourite. I use this more often than the enzymatic just because it helps to kind of keep on top of any oiliness, keep on top of any spots, which I'm definitely suffering with at the moment. So you can do this up to 3 times a week. So at the moment I'm just doing it once a week, but you can do it up to 3 times a week. You can also use this as a spot correction treatment. So if you have a spot coming up and it's building, you can put it on, sleep in it, and it will just help to dry it out. Once again, Perk Eye. This is a morning and night product, so just rolling that round. And again, this one can really tingle. Some people really feel it, some people don't feel it so much. Some people will go bright red around their eyes, which, is normal, it can happen. And then my new favourite eye product of all time, the Factorized Eye Serum. So I kind of do like a half pump on each eye. So half pump, kind of massage it in. And it's very refreshing because of the metal applicator. I do these kind of circular motions just to help to rub it in. And you're going from the inner eye to the outer eye to help speed up lymphatic flow. You can also come underneath the brows, all around here. And I'm really starting to see a difference with this. I mean, it's only been about 3 weeks. So, you need to give these things time to properly work. But in terms of the fine lines under here, my dark circles definitely don't look as intense. So yeah, really big fan of this one. I know a lot of you are as well. So this is my nighttime product, and this is actually a new one for me. I used to use the growth factor serum for my face, or sometimes I'd use some of the Zeo retinol. I still do use some of the Zeo growth factors, but I've run out, and Emily has been telling me how amazing the crystal retinol is. All of the clients that are on it absolutely love it. So I'm like, I kind of need to give this a go. And now the crystal retinol 20 has been brought out, I kind of want to build up to the 20 as quickly as possible. So for my skin, I've been using strong retinols for a while. So I've gone straight on to the 6 crystal retinol 6 every day without any problems. So yeah, move up to the 10 once I finish this, and then to the 20. I really like the smell of this. I kind of do a 1.5 pump. I find it's fine for me. Just apply it all over. I like the smell of it. I like the feel of it. Whereas the Zeo retinols, they're built for that real stimulation in the skin. So they don't smell very nice. They're bright yellow, but they work. They're really good. Always with retinol, be careful not to apply it directly around the eyes. If you have tattooed brows, don't apply it directly over them. And again, just being careful around the sensitive areas like the corners of the lips, because it can cause drying. You can add this, any excess I always bring down onto my neck. If you are doing the neck as a separate area, just do one more pump of that as well. And then we, of course, have the Revita Lash. This is one of my favourite things. I'm not sure I could ever be without it now, to help to grow your lashes. And they're not just longer, they're so much thicker. When I had the LVLs done, it was so good. Like, I just looked like I had individual lashes on all the time. And again, if I have mascara on, people think I've had fake lashes. But I love fake lashes. I think they look great, but for me, I just can't. I hate not being able to rub my eyes. So this is certainly a better alternative for me. And that's just a night. It basically works while you sleep. So that's the morning and night routine for my face. Now, this is a top little tip secret that I have that I haven't told many people about. So I do still use the Zeo retinol, but I use it on my chest. So, a lot of people, they focus a lot on their face and their neck, but don't do very much to their chest, and it gets just as much sun exposure as everywhere else. So it is important to be protecting it and helping stimulate it, keep it nourished, to stop these kind of crepey lines, which I've definitely started to notice more. You sleep and your boobs kind of move around all over the place. You can end up with wrinkles in between your cleavage. And also I get very, some blocked pores on my chest as well. So this just helps to keep them at bay. So I literally do 2 pumps is enough to cover the chest. Kind of distribute that over again. I bring it right all over my chest, right down between my boobs. And I kind of do that 3 times a week at the moment, which is enough because it's thinner skin, but it's also a little bit more resilient than the face. So you won't get as much kind of physical peeling. Although I did do it once where I used it every single day, and it was a lot, and it really peeled and was very sensitive. So obviously wearing clothes and things, it can aggravate it. So really 3 times a week is a good kind of place to start. But it really just helps to improve the texture, helps to prevent wrinkles, helps to even out any pigmentation changes as well. So there you go. If you've made it to the end of the video, that's your top tip, little secret ingredient that I use to protect my chest. So that's all of my skincare regime, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about the skincare, feel free to give us a shout. And obviously, if you would like consultations about your skincare and what you can be doing for your skin at home, we're offering video call consultations during lockdown and in clinic as soon as we're able to open normally again. Speak to you soon.